Ty Gill, owner of Top Flight Aviation of Mississippi LLC. This aircraft we bought back in 2006. It's been a wonderful aircraft. We love the aircraft. My family's used it to go on several trips. We've used it as our personal aircraft and have maintained it as such. The truth is, we just really hate to sell it. However, we have too many aircraft, and this one just needs a new home. We really hate to get rid of it, but that's kind of where we find ourselves. The aircraft has several good options on it. It's got the long wing is one thing. When I started to look for aircraft, I wanted the long wing because it gave you the higher gross of 12,500. That really was a benefit to us because it makes the airplane handle a lot better. You know, it'll slow down on your approaches and it helps you climb. It gives you a lot more fuel, the benefit of a single pilot. It went to Sea Air, got the single pilot added to it. As an aircraft owner, that is one of the big things that I considered is how many pilots was it going to take to operate my aircraft. You have to pay for those guys to sit in hotel rooms and cars, and 2 pilots, it takes twice as much. The single pilot also, one thing it does is it frees up 1 extra seat for an additional passenger, and it performs so well with 8 people in it and the luggage you bring to have those 8 people ride with you. I've flown this aircraft personally myself, and it flies just like a 172 with a lot more power. And it sounds twice as cool when you start it up. One of the things we considered when we bought this aircraft was the acquisition cost of some of the other aircraft that were coming out. To do my mission, I needed a CJ2, and that's what I looked at. You know, I liked the CJ2 because it had also that single pilot, operation. But the main thing is it was costing me over $2 million to own that aircraft, plus insurance and plus expenses for that. I looked at this aircraft, which is equivalent to the CJ2, and this thing does everything just as well at a much lower cost. And so I could not make myself justify the additional capital that it took to take that aircraft, put it in my inventory, and insure it. I could do this for much less cost, and that's what we elected to do. I looked at it and said, okay, it's a low-time airframe, so I don't have to do the 10,000-hour inspection for a long, long time. I still got to change the engines before I do that. The aircraft is a wonderful aircraft, and whoever owns it, I tell you what, you're going to be really pleased with this thing.